Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm here with the first update of our ETF portfolio for 2026. And as you can see, our portfolio performed quite well this past month. So it is up 3.06%, although today was a less trading day, but that can happen. Overall, we can't complain with a plus of 3.06%. And now we even have a portfolio that is worth more than 80,000 Swiss francs. That's unbelievable as well. So my wife and I, we are really happy. The lesser thing about this month is that the currencies went down a bit. So the euro dropped and also the dollar dropped compared to the Swiss franc. And SGPX paid out less this quarter compared to last year in the same quarter, and also XYLF isn't performing that well with their dividends. But yeah, it's an income ETF, they will fluctuate, it's the way it is. And for now, we have a less future predicted dividend, and we are still hoping that it's going to go up this year so that we reach the 3,600 Swiss francs per year or 300 Swiss francs per month. So the wrap up for January of 2026. First off, I'm going to give the two dividends that we still needed to receive in December, and then the two dividends that we received now in January, then what we bought in January. Then I'm going to buy in February probably GLDV, because that needs to go up to 25% and we are far from that number, of course. And probably with EMHD we are going to add another tranche of our emerging market ETF, because I believe that we will have around 450 USD to our availability after receiving the dividend of GLDV in February. So yeah, adding a third tranche, that will be interesting next month for sure. Then we are going to talk about the value of our ETF portfolio, and as you can imagine, with a plus of 3.06%, you are going to see a lot of green there. But on the contrary, with the predicted future yearly dividends, you will see a lot of red there. Then I'm going to talk about the dividends to be received in February from XYLF and GLDV. And then I'm going to wrap up this video with a final overview. So first off, the two dividends that we received at the end of December. So FLXD, we received this one on the 22nd of December, and it was 84.85 euros. So that number was absolutely correct, but the Swiss francs was calculated wrongly, and there we had a deviation of about 27 rappen. So yeah, 27 Swiss francs cent. And for VHYL, it's the same. Our conversion rate that I predicted was 0.796, but in reality it was 0.79264. So there we had a deviation of 17 Swiss cents. So, okay, in total 44, actually rounded up, it's going to be 45 cents that I miscalculated our dividend for last year, but I already amended it in this video. So when we go to the future yearly dividend prediction, when I give the total dividend amount that we received in 2025, there it's already the correct amount. And you know, that's the deal on my channel. I'm full transparent, so I already said in the update, the 26th update of our ETF portfolio, that it was an estimation, and now I give the true values. And then this month we received from our income ETF XYLF 236 times 0.12 and a bit US dollar, so in total 28.33 US dollar, and with the conversion rate this comes down to 22.71 Swiss francs. But as said, the US dollars we use to buy EMHD, and normally with the extra dividend from XYLF and GLDV next month, we will be able to buy an extra tranche of our emerging market ETF EMHT. And then we also received a nice dividend from SGPX in euro, 353.57 euros we received from SGPX. We already added for over a year we didn't add any shares to our SGPX position. We started investing towards SGPX in 2016 when it started, and yeah, the past year it was hard to not buy it anymore, but we made the decision to really go for our plan and go for the percentages we are aiming for. Probably we are going to change a little bit the numbers for FLXD and VHYL, maybe even GLDV, that GLDV comes down a bit and FLXD goes up a bit. But I still need to discuss that with my wife. It's really important when you are in a relationship. And yeah, I'm married with my wife, so I'm definitely in a relationship with my wife. It's really important that you agree on the financial stuff, and especially on a long-term trip like this. Because when you invest, it should be for the long term, and especially when you invest towards ETFs. I don't think ETFs need to be traded as some people do with them. So yeah, I am in it for the long run, my wife as well. So we need to agree on the numbers, and then we are going to communicate it as we decide upon it. And then we bought FLXD, and I'm going to explain what comes after that title. So thank you, market maker. Last week we received the dividend of SGPX. Then in the weekend I was calculating what I was going to do with that dividend together with the euros that we already had on our Swiss quote account. We were able to buy extra shares of FLXD if we wanted to. So I started calculating, and I had 13 pieces for a price of 33.70. And I said, yeah, but when I lower the price to 33.30, I can buy 14 pieces with that amount that we have on our Swiss quote account. So I gave in an order for 14 pieces at 33.30 for FLXD.SW. That's on the Swiss Stock Exchange, and I was anticipating that there was going to be a lot of uncertainty in the market because of the World Economical Forum in Davos, because Trump was going to speak on Wednesday and on Thursday and on Friday, so it was going to be a big deal. And I anticipated that the market was going to go down, so I said, okay, I'm going to put in an order 14 pieces for 33.30. On the German stock exchange, FLXD.de, that's the ticker there. That one was traded on Tuesday and on Wednesday before the speech of Trump at 33.28, 33.29, even 33.30. But on the Swiss market, the market maker only gave the lowest price 33.355. So it never reached my limit. And from the moment that Trump started this speech, I was following it because it was 3:30. It was 2:30 here in Switzerland when he started talking, and I took my 50-minute break, and I was following his speech, and I said, okay, it's actually quite a reasonable speech now. He was talking a lot of, yeah, imaginative things that he believes are right, but actually aren't true at all. But yeah, some people have that, of course. And but it was actually a reasonable speech. So I thought, okay, the prices are going to go up now. So I went online on my app and I altered it to just buy, and I bought at 33.58. Unfortunately, now the price is lower, but you never know. And it's only a few cents, but the bad thing is I needed to alter it to 13 pieces instead of 14. So I have one share less. So that's why I want to thank the market maker in Switzerland for not giving me the same price as the people in Germany. Because the people in Germany, they were able to buy it at 33.28, 29 and 30, and I wasn't able to do that. So I'm actually quite disappointed in that, but it's the way it is. In the long run, it's not going to matter that much. It's only a minor thing, and sometimes it goes that way, sometimes it goes the other way. I know that. But if you had the same, when you know that on another market you would have hit the price, but on your home market you didn't get the price that you wanted, let me know in the comments down below and I will give you a thumbs up on that remark, because I think it's really important that market makers give over the whole of Europe the same price making. I really don't yeah, I'm really disappointed in not getting it at 33.30. I took the gamble and I lost, so yeah, unfortunately. And then today, yeah, it's today that I say, but actually I'm going to post tomorrow. So yesterday, when I did the deposit of my contribution of 900 Swiss francs and it hit our Swiss quote account, I went online at around 9 o'clock and I gave in an order for 29 pieces to buy at 30.30. It was then trading at around 30.43. And yeah, when I saw the market moving, I saw that it was going to move down. It moved even further down, but I bought at 30.3 or 30.30 for a total of 887.87 Swiss francs. So our ETF portfolio looks now like this. We have now 348 pieces of GLDV and 13 pieces of 244 pieces of FLXD, because we added 13 pieces, and that's why those numbers are big time in the green. And XYLF, that's the only one that moved down about 8 cents. It moved down over the whole month, so not that bad when you know that we received 12 cents in dividends as well. So not that bad for our income ETF. But yeah, SDGPX is up €1 over the month. GLDV is up also more than €1. VHYL is up more than 2 Swiss francs. LDG is up nicely as well. FLXD also moved up, and EMHD moved up more than $2 in the past month. So the emerging markets really performing exceptionally in this past year. So really happy that we own it, and hopefully next month I will add the third tranche for our emerging market ETF. So when you look at the value on the 19th of December, we had a value of 77,297.16 Swiss francs. So we added 13 pieces of FLXD and 29 pieces of GLDV. And now it is worth 80,597.68 Swiss francs. I just watched when I went and fetched my children at the gym. There I went and I opened my app and I saw on GetQueen that it's now 80,260 Swiss francs, because the market is moving down more and more today. So today actually we lost, with the 80,260 Swiss francs, we lost about 600 Swiss francs. So it was even higher in the beginning of the day after buying the GLDV shares. And yeah, it's going to move up and down faster than before in actual numbers. Then in percentages it's going to be the same, but as our portfolio worth is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, yeah, 1% movement means in this case already 800 Swiss francs. So it's unbelievable how fast it goes. And for the past month, actually from the 19th till now the 23rd, we are up 3,300.52 Swiss francs. We invested net 1,285.53 Swiss francs, so we are up 2,014.99 Swiss francs or plus 2.61%. So 2026 started really good, and we also received those two dividends, so from XYLF, our income ETF, and SDGPX. So when we take a look at those, we received 22.71 Swiss francs from XYLF if we calculate the dollars, and from SDGPX we received 329.51 Swiss francs. And then we can see that we are up this month 2,367.21 Swiss francs or plus 3.06%, as was seen on the first slide of my presentation. And in this video, 3.06%. That's just amazing. The total dollar amount on our Swiss quote account is now $332.32. So the previous amount plus the dividend amount from XYLF, and the total euro amount on our Swiss quote account is now 29.92 euros, and that's with the added amount of our dividend from SDGPX and this yeah, distracting, or how do you say it, detracting the 443.19 Swiss francs that we used to buy the extra FLXD shares from. And then we can go to the predicted future dividends. So only GLDV and FLXD are in the green, and that's just because we added extra shares to those positions. Otherwise, they would be in the red as well because, yeah, the currencies traded down. And then, as said in the beginning of the video, SGPX, they paid out 12 euro cents less this quarter compared to last quarter. So probably in the next quarter they are going to pay then more, but in the meantime, yeah, the total Swiss francs that we received from SGPX in the future came down from 2011 Swiss francs to 1848.05 Swiss francs. So huge difference there, and we didn't make up the difference with buying extra GLDV and FLXD. And XYLF just the same. There it was about 0.16 dollars that we received in January of last year, and now it was 0.12 and a bit. So yeah, almost 4 cents difference, and that has an impact on the total Swiss francs that we receive from XYLF as well. So now we are down to 3,326.19 Swiss francs per year, or monthly 277.18 Swiss francs. And in 2025, we received in total, corrected already for the differences that we had with the FLXD and VHYL, to 3,141.02 Swiss francs. And so far in 2026, if we recalculate the dividend that we received from XYLF and SGPX, we already received 352.22 Swiss francs. And then we can go to the dividends for February. As always, we will expect a dividend from XYLF, and it's going to go ex-dividend on the 29th of January. Then the record date is the next day, and the week after that, on the 6th of February, we will receive per share 13 cents, $1.99. And that's again about 0.5 cent lower than previous year. So in the same month as the previous year. So once again, a drop for XYLF. I'm not too worried about that at all because it's going to fluctuate always with the XYLF. It's a cover call ETF, so it goes with option premiums, not actually the dividends. The dividends only make up about 4 up to 6% of the total income that they pay out. All the rest are option premiums that they pay out. So it's not that surprising that the amount that is being paid out every month is going to fluctuate. And then GLDV, I went to the site of State Street. I also went on the SIX Stock Exchange website. I went to check them both, and no information is available yet on when the X date is going to be due. Normally, it's always around the 4th or 5th of the month, and then yeah, 2 weeks later, more or less, GLDV is going to pay out then the dividend, and hopefully with the amount dollar amount that we get then, that's going to be around $110, then or 107 with when it's the same as here. When it's lower or higher, it can fluctuate, of course, but we anticipate 107. And yeah, with those two amounts added to the 330 and a bit dollars that we already have on our Swissquote account, normally we will be able to buy EMHD. And then the final overview for this video. So we invested 1,390 Swiss francs this month. So new money is 887.87. It's not completely 900. We also take a bit aside every month to pay the custody fee that we need to pay on the Swissquote account. We are not that happy that Swissquote has that high custody fee, especially when you have lower amounts on Swissquote. You need to pay, yeah, in how do you say that? You need to pay a lot, in fact. So until 100,000, you are paying 25 Swiss francs plus the tax due on it. So 8.1%. It's going to go up to 8.4%. So yeah, it's a lot of money. And if you multiply that by 4, because there are 4 quarters in the year, you are paying more than 100 Swiss francs a year in custody fees. And then you have the Giro. Okay, you can't trade American stocks, American ETFs there. You can do that on other brokers, but by the at the Giro you don't need to pay custody fees. You have other brokers as well, and it's a real annoying thing that Swissquote is earning so much money by maintaining their custody fees. They don't have a custody fee on the U accounts, although U completely in the uh, is completely owned by Swissquote after Swissquote bought the 50% from Post Finance. So I hope that one day, and hopefully sooner than later, they are going to drop those custody fees. Okay, investors into Swissquote, they won't like that. So the ones that are owning the shares of Swissquote, they are not going to like that, because that means that they are going to have less money in the beginning flowing towards Swissquote. But on the other hand, a lot of people will come to Swissquote to start investing as well. And when they trade, they need to pay trading fees, and trading fees is money as well. So they have to make a judgment there, and I believe that they have to cancel those custody fees in order to stay competitive, because I'm already thinking about switching as well. And then the future yearly dividends now are 3,326.19 Swiss francs per year, so minus 130.69 Swiss francs. We are not that happy about that, but it's just in the future, and we know that with SGPX next quarter can give a whole other yeah, calculation. So it's just the way that we calculate things, and the only thing that we are focusing on is 3,600 Swiss francs per year or 300 Swiss francs per month, as that is the amount where we started investing with. In fact, it was 300 euros per month. So if we calculate with the current currency, that means yeah, 300 times 0.93 or 928. So that means that it's about 270 Swiss francs. Then we are in fact already there. But yeah, it's the number 300 that most rings the bell in our heads. So when we reach that, that will be a mile marker that we reach, and then we will be once again, yeah, celebrating our goal. Then the past month we are up 3.06%, so unbelievable nice result. Couldn't be happier about that. And then our total portfolio worth is now 80,597.68. As said, on GetQueen it's already a little bit lower, but with the end values of our ETFs, it's truly 80,597.68. In GetQueen it keeps fluctuating, of course. And this means that we have a dividend yield of 4.12%. Yield on cost is 4.66%. And some people, they really like the fact that I still give the yield on own invested money as well. So without the dividends counting as an extra cost, and then it's 5.52%. So if you want to follow me in the future and see what I invested towards with the 200 Swiss francs that we deposited, or that I deposited towards my U portfolio as well, please hit that subscribe button. 82% of you watching this video aren't subscribed yet, so if you want to see the next one, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. That helps out my channel enormously. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye!